Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Psycho Gold and this is Psycho Gold Videos. Today we're going to be checking out the much hyped, much loved, and much looked forward to return of Mob Psycho 100. The first episode has dropped today. Now, I know I'm probably a bit later with this than everybody else, but unfortunately Monday is a very hectic day for me. Given that there's now 2 anime going on a Monday, I know that I'm going to be behind on one of them probably every week, but maybe I'll look into changing some things around. I don't know yet. I'll have to see how I feel next week, because today I haven't been feeling 100% if I'm being entirely honest. So, that said, I'm really looking forward to seeing the return of Mob. I only checked out Mob Psycho 100 last year. If you guys were on my Patreon, then you know it was a few months ago, but I think it only wrapped up on YouTube maybe last month? I can't quite remember, but I had a blast. It was one of those shows that completely blew me away. Like, it exceeded all of my expectations and very quickly rose up to be one of my favorite anime, so I was very much looking forward to seeing what Season 2 has to offer. Now, I saw somebody say that this season is going to be more of a smaller scale, like we might not get as many big bombastic animations of all of the like psychic powers going crazy, which I'll be a bit disappointed by if that's true, but at the same time, if it's written well and I enjoy the character interaction, I won't mind too much, but I really do enjoy it when we get to see Mob go all out and when we get to see the psychics really show off what it is that they're capable of doing. So, without further ado, let's jump back into this world, let's reacquaint ourselves with Mob, and let's see what percentage he's at before he goes 100. 3, 2, 1, go. The world is filled with strange phenomena! Yep. Oh, well, these guys look familiar. I was gonna say, buying property dirt cheap in a deserted field. Yeah, that's not gonna end well. Oh, lovely. Oh, I wonder if that's everybody's favorite con man, Reagan. Ah, yes it is! Yes, if only you'd called one. I wonder if Dimple is still, with Reagan. Wait, what? It's the Scarecrow! Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that was real easy for him to deal with then. Or not. Oh, wow. High level spirit wriggle wriggle. Okay. Well, I think it's safe to say that the ground is now messed up. Oh, so does that mean that Reagan is no longer trying to convince Mob he has psychic powers? I mean, it certainly looks like it. Yeah, but you also haven't actually seen Mob, Oh, wow, that thing looks a little bit creepy, doesn't it? I wouldn't do that if I were you. Wait, what? Oh, wow, okay. So he's just basically learned a new ability. That's cool. Oh, so there's his true form, in inverted commas. It's the skull. Tuh! Yeah, I really wouldn't bet on that. Oh, Mob is... Oh my lord. Look at the size of Mob's weapons. Well, that's the end of him. Okay, that was a good start to the show. I like the little transition to 8-bit style there. Oh! New opening! Whoa! Okay. Yeah, no, to me, Mob still looks like he can get serious. Your life is your own. Mob Psycho 100. 2. Welcome back, dude. You've been missed. I was gonna say, you know who it is, because you keep trying to get him to give you an exclusive. Why? Uh-huh. I very much... You want him to become a leader? Why? What benefit would it be to you? That seems interesting. Oh, okay, so that dude's back as well. And he's looking a lot better, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, he's doing the right thing and stepping down and being like, I've done something wrong, dudes. I'm not the right guy for this. You have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? I love this show's style when it does random things like that. Really? Is that... No, surely. I don't agree with that, but I don't know, because these school council positions in these shorter shows that I've seen previously. Hardcore training montage. Love it. Like, these council positions always seem to be way more important or way more useful than anything that we ever had at my school. Oh, okay. So he's trying to run again to see whether or not people want him, and if they do, then he'll take responsibility. That's interesting. Interesting. So Mob looks really serious there, but I'll... His mates in the body fitness club. I loved it. I bet he'll mess this up. He's completely frozen. And it's over. Yeah, he came last. Oh well, his brother didn't have to try and pick between the two of them. Wait, really? Oh, that put the progress up. Interesting. Is this some sort of phenomenon? Nope, no phenomenon. Well, I suppose it is kind of a phenomenon, but not a supernatural one. Oh, okay, so she thinks she's going to be a writer. I was going to say, his sincerity is difficult to understand at first, but don't worry, you'll get there. Why is she, like, so flirty and into him? Like, Emmy. Like, I'm not saying that she can't be, but it's just weird. It seems to me like, it's too good to be true, you know? Yeah, exactly. Your exorcism game is on point. Oh, no, I think Reagan figured that out. He's like, wait, he did? Oh, okay, so she let him read it. Oh, I'm very, very confused as to what exactly is going on here. No, that makes two of us, don't worry, I'm lost. Oh no, he has feelings, trust me. He definitely has them, you just, trust me, you don't want them to come out. Uh-huh, that's exactly why he ran for president. Oh. Okay. So he never had a girlfriend, and she was never really that interested in him. But she let him read her book. I was gonna say, it looked to me like she did genuinely have interest in him. And they certainly look like they enjoy hanging out together, so... Oh... Oh, they ripped up her book. Is he gonna step up? Interesting. Oh no, trust me, he can talk, and you don't want to get on his bad side. Oh man, he's like got tears in his eyes. Wow, dude. Like, that's unusual. Oh, and Emmy. Yes. I knew that that was too real. Oh my lord. Bye. I thought Emmy was being too honest with him. Like, you don't show people what you're really working on and oh, damn. I don't trust the way Mob is just sitting there. Yeah. There we go. He's gonna bring him back psychically, and he's doing it right in front of her. And then he's gonna reassemble them, I bet. Oh my dude. Mob's falling hard. Yeah. Okay. Well, she knows that he's got psychic powers. I happen to be psychic. Oh well, maybe she's gonna be a new character then. Wait, what? Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't expect him to either, but it was the right move. Oh, well, looks like she is gonna be in this more then. You fell for another love letter. Yeah, oh yeah! I'd forgotten that that was how he fell into the trap in the first season. You're not nice to me. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Mob Psycho 100, Season 2, Episode 1. That was a very interesting episode to start the season off with. I'm not quite sure what to start talking about first. So to begin with, it very much looked like it was business as usual with Mob and Reagan going out hunting spirits. And by Rob and Reagan going out hunting spirits, I mean Reagan going out and hunting spirits and then calling Mob in at short notice and annoying Mob in the process. I really like the way that this has decided to kind of continue the story that started in Season 1. Like, a lot of the loose plot threads, like with the guys who did stuff with the student council and, you know, the references they made back to, like, just then at the end with Dimple referencing the love letter. I'm happy that they do that, because too many shows, I think, don't actually reference, cover, follow on, sew up the storylines that were ongoing in a previous season. They just kind of like, right, well that was that season, and this is a new season, so all that stuff can disappear out of the view, and this is going to be our focus for this season. But Mob hasn't done that. It has introduced some new story elements, but it's also very much decided to carry on, and it feels like if you were watching these one after the other, this does feel like it's, you know, not too long after the end of the last season, which I kind of like, and I'm happy with that fact. Apart from the fact that obviously Mob tried to run for student president and it didn't work, I think the biggest bombshell in this episode is the fact that, you know, he temporarily had a not girlfriend in the form of Emmy, and I find it really interesting that he didn't accept her but still continued to hang out with her, walked home with her, and looks like they also hung out at the park and they went on not dates and loads of other stuff. To me, it was obvious that there was real relations between them. At the end of the day, she would not have shown him her novel if she didn't have real feelings for him. She might have only asked him out because of a dare, but at the end of the day, a lot of the time, the reason why two people meet, the reason why two people start talking in the first place, often has absolutely nothing to do with how their relationship continues to evolve from there, or you never know exactly who is going to meet under what circumstances that might become important to you, or people that you think are important to you might not actually be in the grand scheme of things. They might only be around for a short period of time and you might never see them again. You just can never tell in life what's going to happen, and I think this is one of those situations. Like, I was kind of annoyed at her at first because I thought she was lying, but then I thought, no, she's not lying, because the things that she said and the flashbacks we saw, that doesn't look fake, and I don't think anybody would put up with it for that period of time if it was fake, and there's no way that she would let him read his novel. And that's when I thought, I bet, because I actually remember experiencing something like this. I bet that she is bowing to peer pressure, to social influences. She doesn't want to be seen with the outcast, the freak. And obviously all of her friends don't really have the same values as her. Like, they don't see the relevance stroke importance in what it is that she's obviously interested in. And if she actually turned around and was like, actually, Mob's really nice, I like hanging out with him, they would have been laughed at, you know, they'd have been laughing at her and probably ostracized her as time went on, because, again, I've seen it happen, and I've been the Mob in that scenario and experienced being the one that was left behind because other people didn't want to jeopardize their standing in the school hierarchy, which is hilarious looking back now, because it's like, it's school, man. Come on, get over it. You know, it's funny to look to watch shows like this and go, ah, yes, I remember when all that stuff used to be thought of as important, and in reality, it means absolutely nothing. And I like the development it made Mob have, though, in that he decided he's going to make more of an effort to take his emotions into account and what he wants, and expressing himself is basically what he said. And he also started crying, which I thought was interesting, because normally when he lets out his emotions, he goes to 100% and stuff tends to happen. But this time, it's the first time I think we've actually seen his eyes get watery, and he hasn't immediately had a psychic tremor, which is interesting. I don't know if that's because maybe, you know, it wasn't full-on emotions, or whether it was because he was just handling it better. He was trying to process them instead of keeping them bottled up until he finally had an explosion. I also like the fact that what he said actually made Emmy be like, no, you know what? I'm gonna sit here and hang out with Mob, and this is actually important to me. And it's like, you ripped it up. Now, I can't be 100% annoyed at the fact that they ripped it up, because ultimately she lied and said that it wasn't important to her, and the other girls then acted in kind. Now, I'm not saying that they wouldn't have, you know, not been mean if she had been honest and said that this is important to her and that she put a lot of effort into it, that they still wouldn't have criticized it, but I'm not sure that they would have ripped it up if they're really her friends. I don't know, maybe they are the mean girls and they would have ripped it up anyway and found it hilarious, but obviously I don't know these characters, they've only just literally been introduced. I have zero clue as to what they're like, and I would imagine that we're not going to see much more of them, but I'm very curious as to who that was we saw at the end who was watching them, with the way Mob put everything back together and he made the decision to show her that he has psychic powers. And I love the way he was like, by the way, I'm an Esper. And it was just, the way he said it was so un-Mob-like, and it's like, my dude, you're developing your character, I like it. We might get some personality out of you yet in this season. That'd be interesting to see. Now, I don't know if we're supposed to know who that girl was. It kind of looked like the girl that he has, like, known since childhood, like the one that he's always fancied, but I wasn't sure. So if it is her, feel free to let me know. If it's somebody else, I don't want to know who it is, because it's probably spoilers, but feel free to let me know if it was or it wasn't her. Simple yes or no will do. I'm really happy that this show looks like it could be part of the season 1 run. Like, there hasn't been a massive change to the art style. There hasn't been much of a change in the way that they animate stuff. The weirdness is very much intact, especially with the spirits and Mob trying to interact with other people. I love the way that this show is so heavily stylized, and you know, you never quite know what's going to be waiting for you around the corner in terms of what you're going to see on the screen, and that's one of the reasons why I love this show. So I'm so happy that it's back. I think for a first episode back, this one did really well. I can't wait for episode 2. Slime and Mob on a Monday night is good from the point of view of having great things to watch, bad from the point of view as I've got to try and do 2 reactions on the same night, and they're on at the exact same time, so it's like, urgh. But that's my problem. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because this is where this one's going to end, folks, and it really helps the channel if you give it a thumbs up, so I would appreciate it. Don't forget as well to leave some comments down below letting me know what you thought about the great return of our saviour, Lord Mob. And if you're new around here, click that subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever more mob psycho goodness goes online. If you haven't seen my reactions to the first season and you're thinking, well, I don't actually remember seeing any reactions, then there will be a link in the description to the playlist for the first season. I believe they are all on YouTube. I don't think they've had any copyright issues to my knowledge. I don't think there's any that are blocked. I honestly can't remember, but I think they're all alright. So feel free to go and check them out if you're interested. But I'm afraid that's all I've got time for. It's already late at night, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this edited for Monday night. It might be Tuesday morning, but I'll see how I go. Either way, dudes, I'm afraid that's going to be it from me. As always, I'm Psycho Gold, and I will see you in my next video. Psycho Gold, out.